Welcome everybody back to my channel. This is the Sobriety Queen, no longer the alcohol fiend. You know, your girl used to drink for 15 years, but thank God I found sobriety. In this episode, we're talking about moving past the fear of starting your sober journey. So like I said, if you have been joining me for the very first time, you probably don't know that I used to drink for 15 years. My life was controlled by alcohol, and I just did some of the most craziest things that you can imagine, from sleeping around to literally just being sexually assaulted, to using clothes, using people, just using so many different things to mask the pain that was so deeply buried on the inside, which was low self-esteem. I struggled with that for many, many years. But in this video, I'm going to assist you in taking the necessary steps that you need to take to remove the fear so that you can live this life of sobriety that you definitely want. I don't believe that people just want to be controlled by substances. That's just not the life that we want for ourselves. But because we have been in so much pain, as I once was, you find it difficult to, navigate life any other way, right? You find it difficult to, just be vulnerable and show up in this world. And because social media just, has these different images of the pretty girl and the pretty life, and, alcohol definitely is a contributing factor to that too. But we need not live that way anymore. And so I want you to know that you have everything that you need inside of you. Everything you need is already on the inside. So what is the first thing that you can do to move past this fear of understanding that, you can start this journey, that it doesn't take as much as you might think it does. I do have my notes, so I don't want you to think that that I'm just talking off the top of my head, right? So giving yourself permission is the first thing I want you to do. Give yourself permission. Listen, it took so long for me to understand that I was the reason why I didn't do what I needed to do to start my journey. I was so consumed with what my life would look like, or what my vision of alcohol and sobriety was. So my vision of alcohol was fun and, indulging and boosting my self-esteem and just making me feel included. My vision of sobriety was, it was corny. Nobody was going to want to be a part of my life. It was just boring. That was my vision. But understanding that I was the person that was giving myself permission to believe these things. I was the person to giving myself permission to say this was alcohol, this was sobriety. So give yourself permission to understand the truth that lies in it. The fact of the matter is that alcohol is not for us. It's not giving us any big wins. It's not highlighting our attributes. It's really taken away from us. That's just the truth of the matter. And sobriety is not corny. I had to find that out, y'all. It is absolutely empowering. It's strength. It is courageous. It is fun. It is, the best place in your life, to be quite honest. So giving yourself permission to understand that you are the only person that is stopping your destiny. You are the only person that is controlling what your life can and cannot be, right? So you have to get past that thought process of thinking, what you believe alcohol is doing for you and versus what you believe sobriety isn't. And I hope that makes sense. If you were like me, you got to change the way you think. And that is something and a great value that will help you. What's the next tip that you can do? Becoming unafraid of what people will think. Oh my God, that was me. I was so consumed about what other people were going to think about me, transitioning or starting this journey, because I had all my girls over here, and every time I turned around, we was hanging out, we was going here, we was drinking before the club, we was drinking after the club, we was drinking in the club. And so I was so consumed about, well, this new life that I was going to embark on, sobriety, what were they going to think? How are they going to view me? Would they want to hang out with me? Would they want to be a part of my life anymore? Were they going to talk about me? Well, guess what? They didn't want to be a part of my life anymore. They did talk about me. I was judged. I was ridiculed. I was isolated. All that happened. But guess what? Some of it was happening even when I was drunk. People was talking about me. They was judging me. They was ridiculing me. They didn't necessarily want to be with me when I was blacking out, acting crazy. So guess what? For you, it is the same thing. People are already talking about you. So why not take this position as, let's give them something to talk about. Yeah, that's my little, I got little skills. Right? Why not take that position? Why not be the queen that just says, you know what? They talking anyway. I might as well just give them something to talk about. So that's what I'm saying to you. Be unafraid of what people are thinking, what they are saying, because they're going to talk anyway. They're going to talk. And what I like to also say is that the people that are talking are the ones that's not working. They're not doing much of anything. Those are the people that are just trapped in their bondage and whatever that capacity might be, because we all have something that we're struggling with, right? So they may be just the people that are just unafraid. They're not courageous. They're not bold. All they are is the talk team, right? That's what they are. They're the chatterbox. That's what they do. That's their assignment, right? And they're not bold enough to take the courage to say, I too have something inside of me. I too bring something to this world. They're not that person. So, you have to look at it like that. You almost have to show them compassion and say, you know what? Maybe I can come back and help you. When I'm on my journey, I'll call me. Like I'll help you, right? So you have to look at it like that. Be unafraid of what other people are going to say, because they're going to talk about you regardless. And then what is another tip? Another tip is, now you got to prepare your mind and your body. Now, do remember that the mind follows the body. So our thoughts and what we thinking, I know if it was like me thinking, drinking, and texting, I was doing that drunk texting, y'all. If you were like me, what you think follows. Your body will follow what you think. So now you're unafraid. You've positioned yourself. So now you got to prepare your mind. Like, listen, I'm gonna do this thing because I understand that I'm worthy. I understand that my life holds value. God has created me to show up in this world bold and courageous. I bring something to this world, so I'm going to do it. So it's just like you are programming or reprogramming yourself. So that is what you must do before you, last step, take action, right? Taking action is going to be key to your journey. So what does that look like for you? Taking action can look like a number of things. Taking action could be like partnering with me, because I am a sober coach, life coach, and as well as financial coach. But that can look like you aligning yourselves with me. I want to be with somebody who's been there, done that, done some crazy things like me. I need somebody that's going to understand, show compassion. I need someone that's relatable. That is what you might be saying. Or you might be the person that says, well, listen, I am the girl who I kind of just need to be on in the community, right? I need to be a part. Maybe I didn't work well one-on-one. I need the community base. So that's fine too. Join a sober community. There are so many sober communities, and I'm going to actually drop some down below that you can feel free to join. I also have one as well, and it is called She Pursues Sobriety with Accountability. That is only for someone who has already started their journey. If you are that queen that hasn't quite started your journey, you might want to join another sobriety community, but I'll link those down below. Regardless, you are the person that says, I need a community. I need someone to be on. I need to see people. I need to feel connected. That is fine. But the point is that you make a decision, that you take action, right? You show up for yourself because you understand that you bring something to this world. And why not do it now? It is International Month, Women's Month. Why not do it? This is the absolute best time to do it. The absolute time where women are absolutely showing you. If you look around, there's so many women in the recovery space in the world that are doing such amazing things, and their stories are phenomenal. Where they've come from, you need to be one of those women. It is time for you to get in alignment and get in position so that you can be the woman that looks back and says, I am here today because I took action. I'm here today because I made the decision to say yes to sobriety. I made the decision to show up for myself just so that I could show up for somebody else. And that is what life is about. It's about giving back. So if this video has added value to your life, which I pray it has, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me also on Instagram, Sobriety Queen Connie. And as I said, if I am the coach that you want to work with, I am here. Feel free to get the information down below. And lastly, don't forget to join my free accountability group. This is your Sobriety Queen, Connie. Know that I love you, but God loves you far more than I ever could. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.